Wow. Ooh.
Ooh.
Avoid this one.
Okay.
The cruise ship bar scene has officially changed. Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines just rolled out a massive fleet-wide upgrade to their zero-proof menu. Skipping alcohol on a cruise no longer means just soda and water or a $14 juice box.
We aren't talking basic mocktails anymore. We're talking complex, premium ingredients, actual spirit-free liquor alternatives, and multiple non-alcoholic beer and wine choices.
Whether you have your own personal reasons for avoiding alcohol, or you're looking for that fun bar experience at a much lower price point, or if you're just curious about the new menu on your favorite royal ship, we have all the NA info for you.
Today, we're deep diving into this new menu. We're breaking down exactly which drink package includes these fancy new drinks, explaining the difference between a mocktail and a spirit-free cocktail, and of course, tell you which ones are actually worth ordering.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, before we get to the taste test, we have to talk logistics. Because if you buy these fancy new drinks a la carte, they can run you $7 to $10 each. They're priced almost the same as alcoholic drinks. So if you plan to have more than 3 a day, a package is the way to go. We know the packages get confusing, so let's simplify it based on this new menu. First, the Deluxe Beverage Package. This is the big one. It includes everything with alcohol. And yes, it includes everything on the new zero proof menu. If you're getting the Deluxe, you're covered. But here's the biggest news, and honestly, the best value update. The Refreshment Package, this is the middle tier with no alcohol included, previously only covered sodas, fancy coffees, fresh juices, and those basic virgin frozen drinks. The Refreshment Package now includes the entire new premium spirit-free menu. That is a huge upgrade in value. You can now get a complex craft cocktail experience all day long without needing the full alcohol package. Don't forget, this also includes all of those non-alcoholic beers and wines.
When you look at a drink menu on a Royal Caribbean ship, you're going to see different drink categories. It is important to know the difference because these taste very different. Let's break down the main categories: mocktails, spirit-free cocktails, and NA beer and wine.
First up, the classic mocktail. We all know these. They're usually built using fruit juices, syrups, and soda mixers. They're sweet, refreshing, and simple. Think of your virgin pina colada or a Shirley Temple. They're tasty, but they don't really taste like an adult drink. Also in this category are something similar to a dirty soda, which is typically a soda with some type of flavored syrup and maybe a cream component. Drinks in this category can be ordered by people who are under 21. Even though the next categories are listed as non-alcoholic, you have to be 21 and up to order these drinks.
This is where the revolution is happening. Spirit-free cocktails. These are different because they use non-alcoholic spirits. Royal Caribbean is using Seedlip branded spirits. These zero-proof spirits are distilled to mimic the burn, the botanical complexity, and the mouthfeel of spirits like gin, whiskey, or tequila, just without the ethanol. They are designed to taste like a real cocktail, not just a juice bomb. They tend to be less sweet and much more complex. They also have canned spirit-free cocktails from Blind Tiger.
Finally, you have the non-alcoholic beer and wine. Even though the next categories are listed as non-alcoholic, you have to be 21 and up to order these drinks. The beer selection is usually pretty standard. Heineken 00 is on almost every ship and tastes reliably like a Heineken. They also have non-alcoholic Blue Moon and a non-alcoholic Samuel Adams IPA. More on those later.
The NA wines are interesting. They're essentially regular wines that have had the alcohol removed. Some people love them, some find them a bit thin. They're great, though, if you want that glass of wine with dinner feeling, but don't expect a massive, bold Cabernet flavor profile, for example. Next, we're giving you our drink reviews and favorites.
Remember, this menu's brand new, so ships are still stocking these new items. We've tried everything that was available on the new non-alcoholic menu, so you have ideas on what to try on your next cruise. The availability on your ship may be different until the new menu is fleet-wide.
Here are our reviews and winners, and each one gets a badge for our rating.
Let's start with mocktails. These are for all ages. They're mostly juice combinations, and also the new dirty sodas in the mason jar venues on Oasis-class ships.
We're trying the Orange Ya Glad. Let's give it a shot. Oh my gosh. Wow, that tastes like a dreamsicle, like a push pop from when I was a kid. It's got cream and orange, and obviously whipped cream on top. This is a beautiful drink. Love it.
All right, we got a Fireside Fizz, which is primarily Dr. Pepper, and it's got some kind of sugar syrup in there and chocolate. So we're going to try this. Okay. Definitely Dr. Pepper. Definitely chocolatey. I think there's the toasted coconut syrup in here they use in one of their old fashions. A little bit of coconut, but really it tastes like a nice chocolatey Dr. Pepper. This isn't bad. Not too bad. I like that.
I have a pineapple no-hito. This is like a mojito, but it's non-alcoholic. So let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really good. There's so much mint to it, and the mint and the pineapple go really well together. Honestly, a mojito is so fruity and syrupy and minty anyway that I don't even notice there's no alcohol on this. This is very good. This would be lovely for breakfast. Cheers.
Okay, now we have the Rootin' Tootin', which is root beer, and then there's some drizzled caramel on the outside, and there's caramel on the inside too, I think. Ooh, heavy root beer right up front. Kind of chocolatey. The caramel comes through a little bit, but this is primarily a root beer flavored drink. It's really good. If you don't like root beer, you wouldn't like it. If you do like root beer, you'd love this. This is nice. Rootin' Tootin'. Okay, now we're going to try some drinks from the Pesky Parrot, which is a menu on some Oasis class ships.
So the next drink is the Blueberry No-Hito, which is a mojito, obviously, but no alcohol. Oh, wow. That's so good. It's so minty. Mojitos have so much mint in them anyway that this really covers up any lack of alcohol. It tastes really good. Very refreshing. Lots of berry, lots of mint. And it tastes like a little bit of carbonation to give it some kick. This is really good.
I've got a Crave the Wave, which is available at any of the Royal Caribbean ships that have a Pesky Parrot. Guava, watermelon, some cranberry. Very much like a Hawaiian punch. A little bit of soda water in there. It's like a Hawaiian punch with a little bit of a kick. It's really nice. Not bad.
The next zero proof, no alcohol drink is the Tropical Crush. This one is pineapple, mango, and tropical Red Bull. So just beware, if you also don't want caffeine, avoid this one because this has Red Bull, lots of caffeine in it. But if you're only looking to avoid alcohol, this one is really good. It's got a big kick to it. Just know if you have too many, you're going to be up all night. In the category of spirit-free cocktails, things get really interesting. Remember, even though they're non-alcoholic, you do have to be 21 and up to order these drinks. First, we tried a Peach Perfect, which does use Seedlip, the non-alcoholic spirit that they use on board. Very tropical, made with fruit juices, very well balanced, very much like a tropical cocktail. You'd enjoy this if you like tropical cocktails. Next, we tried the Mule Kickback. Now, this is supposed to be a Moscow Mule, and it's made with Gosling's ginger beer and one of the Seedlip alternatives as well. Next, we tried their Espresso No Teeny, which is an espresso martini knockoff, obviously non-alcoholic, using what they called the Seedlip Spice version. To us, it tasted kind of like a pumpkin spice latte without the coffee. Still really good, but really didn't taste like an espresso martini. The menu calls for Seedlip 94, which is one of the varieties. We had them switch it over to the Seedlip 108, and it ended up being a much better drink. Tasted much more like an espresso martini. Certainly looked like one in a cocktail bar. Nobody would know the difference. Next up are the spirit-free canned cocktails. They only had two on board. They had the Blind Tiger Mojito and the Blind Tiger Mimosa. In both cases, these were amazing. The Mojito, very minty. It was sparkling, just a great drink. The Blind Tiger Mimosa, also very good. Very heavy on the orange juice, sparkling, both just amazing. Could not recommend high enough. If these are available on your ship, those are going to be a win. Next up, we found a pumpkin spice ginger pop, which uses Seedlip Spice 94. We actually found this on a seasonal menu in one of the bars. So we're making an assumption that over time, depending on what ship you're on and what season it is, you'll probably see seasonal non-alcoholic cocktails pop up here and there. Our overall Seedlip review for these cocktails, if you like spirit-forward cocktails, Manhattans, Old Fashions, these drinks are probably going to be a little too light or maybe a little too fruity for you. But if you like tropical cocktails or things that are a little lighter, these are going to be right in your wheelhouse. These are great alternatives. The Blind Tiger canned cocktails, if you can find them, are definitely the go-to. Non-alcoholic wines are brand new to the Royal Caribbean drink menus. You must be 21 or older, but these are all included in the refreshment package. For red wines, you can get the Naturio Syrah and the Ariel Cabernet Sauvignon. Both are very acceptable substitutes, in my opinion. For the taste, I prefer the Cab Sav, but the smell of the Syrah. Both go down very quickly. Neither, though, are just grape juice. Very good. For the white wines, you can get the Cerro Coma Blanco or the Ariel Chardonnay. The Ariel smells like grape juice with a little musty cave cellar vibe to it. The Cero smell had a mild chemical pungent and it tasted really sweet. Both were acceptable, but the Ariel was definitely better. This is the Ariel Chardonnay. Ooh. It tastes like somewhere between wine and grape juice. That's really good. I'm really impressed.
Now let's talk about the non-alcoholic beers. For the non-alcoholic Heineken, well, tastes like Heineken. It's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's very similar. It's just lighter than regular Heineken. It is definitely the most beer-like of the three, though. And certainly from the bottle, it would be very difficult to tell that you were drinking a non-alcoholic version. It smells just like Heineken. Okay. I can definitely see it's close to Heineken. It's trying to be Heineken. Clearly thinner, but not bad. If you're a beer drinker and somebody gave this to you, you'd probably think, oh, it's just kind of a really light beer. That's more what I would describe it as, like the lightest of beers. But this isn't bad. If you like Heineken or something like a light lager, this would definitely work. It tastes like you're having fun. The Blue Moon, it's kind of orangey. If you've ever had Blue Moon, it's a wheat beer, and usually you add an orange when you have a Blue Moon. It seems like they've sort of added that orange component already. It's just a very muted Blue Moon flavor. Probably my least favorite of the three of them. The Sam Adams Just the Haze, it has a light hop smell. You can clearly tell they added a whole bunch of hops to this. There's a lot of hop flavor up front, but it falls off very quickly. There's no hop aftertaste whatsoever. It's actually kind of sweet as an aftertaste. It looks and pours just like a beer. It's a good substitute if you're looking for an IPA, though, over something like a Heineken. But if you don't like that flavor profile and you are looking for an IPA, the Sam Adams NA is a great option. If you're looking to be in a bar on the ship and blend in as though you're drinking, either one of these three beers would get it done. We love that Royal Caribbean has made this change, both in more non-alcoholic offerings and adding these to the refreshment package, which gives it a lot more value. It gives you great options and just elevates the vacation experience for everyone.
Have you tried the new Zero Proof menu? Let us know your favorites down in the comments. And if you found this helpful for planning your next cruise, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe for more cruise tips. Happy cruising!
Cheers, friends.
Cheers, friends!
Enjoy your week.